Hi, welcome back to Table Talk with Kristy Harris. I'm here on location at Vannatta Winery in Elk Grove off of Grant Line Road. Is that the road we're on?
We are.
All right. So I'm going to go down the line. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Steve Vannatta. I'm the owner of Vannatta Wine and the winemaker.
Great.
And I'm Liliana Rodriguez, and the artist and wholesaler.
Marketing,
Marketing.
wholesalers,
Marketing, artist of paintings and
Pretty
the
much.
gallery. We actually have a gallery here now.
Yeah.
So that's pretty fun. Okay, so Steve, tell me how you got into winemaking.
You know, I actually made wine when I was 15. It's my brief career as a 15-year-old one summer making wine in my closet. After my brother explained to me how a grape has everything you need to make wine. It has the yeast, it has the sugar, and so I took some grapes from my mom's table and crushed them and put them in a vial, and 3 days later it blew up.
So basically
Smelled up my house.
a scientific experiment.
It was.
That's great.
And to a 15-year-old, it smelled like wine.
Yeah.
Then I got away from it for quite a while, and then after I moved out to this part of Elk Grove, and bought the land, I wanted to get back into it. There are a lot of grapes growing out here, a lot of home winemakers.
So obviously 2020 was a challenge for almost all of us, especially small businesses. But you took advantage of 2020 to make some changes around here. So tell me about the changes that were made.
We added more covered space on the outside, shade and fans, and we didn't have any before. We had on the north side we had this little screen cover, filtered the light, and it just wasn't enough. We needed more with the outdoor serving during COVID. So big changes. It's
Yeah.
much improved the last year or so.
And I just came in because it was COVID. I was like, I need a drink.
Right.
We made her sit outside. It was
I was like, oh, they're
105
still
degrees.
open. Okay, I'm coming in.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm coming here.
So the story is she came with a friend. It was 105 degrees. And we made them sit outside under a tent out there. They were just melting. And finally,
It was worth
we
it.
kind of broke the rules a little bit, and we let them come inside.
Right.
That's when we learned all about Liliana's art.
Yeah.
So since then, we added art.
Well, some of the most fun interviews I've had are with people that have bended the rules or broken the rules a little bit. So
Yeah. I hope we
no
don't get in
judgment
trouble.
here. So what are some of the varietals you like to specialize in or specialize in?
I do a Sangiovese every year. The grapes are grown out in Wilton, probably 5 miles east of here. I've been buying from the same growers for 6 or 7 years, I think now, and hope to continue that relationship with them. I've won a couple of awards with wines made from the Sangiovese grapes. Real happy with that one. I do a Syrah every year. I do a Tempranillo every year, and I'm trying to think of what else. Grenache, we're getting back to Grenache this year, and I'm going to do a Cab Franc again this year that I hadn't done in a couple of years. So it's exciting. We're small, so I can change up. I keep the mainstays: the Tempranillo, the Sangiovese, the Syrah, and then I'll add in another grape or two.
Yeah, it seems like down here is a good area for that kind of stuff. The Tempranillo, it's pretty easy to grow, right?
Yeah, Tempranillo does good down here. And Sangiovese, which isn't that widely, sold or cultivated, it does great down here.
So how would you describe your winemaking style for anybody that hasn't tried your wines before?
I would call it non-interventionist. I don't manipulate the grapes. I don't use additives. I don't do flavor enhancers. I use yeast. I use some sulfites, small amount. Barely above organic when I start the process of fermenting. So afterwards, I've never tested it, but I'm probably real close to having, producing organic wine. I don't filter. I don't pump. I siphon everything. I let the yeast and skins all settle to the bottom of the barrel, and then I siphon into another barrel, leaving that debris behind. So that my wines come out with a little more body to
Is
them,
that
a
why
little
it
more
hits us so
mouthfeel.
quickly?
A
Because
little.
I only drink when I'm already like, woo! Okay.
My wines have a little more mouthful feel to them, and when you slosh them around in your mouth, they feel a little thicker.
Okay. So you said this rosé is Zinfandel and
Mourvedre.
Mourvedre. Yeah, I was going to say Grenache, but it's the other part of GSM.
Yeah.
Mourvedre. Okay, yeah, it's really nice. I like it. It's this is a perfect wine for summer. We're in bummer summer. We're in Sacramento and Elk Grove area. It is hot as heck.
Oh, yes.
So
Serve it chilled.
serve it chilled. Get yourself down here and grab a bottle of this rosé and serve it all chilled. And so what do you think the most prestigious award that you won? Do you remember or?
I've won a couple of medals from the San Francisco Chronicle wine tasting, which is probably the most famous and largest wine tasting competition in the United States. I think they have over 6,000 entrants every year. So we've won medals 2 years in a row from them, which I was pretty proud of.
That's very nice. And was that for Sangio or?
One was for a Sangiovese, one was for a Sangiovese blend.
Okay, all right, nice. Obviously, when I go to wineries, almost everybody has a wine club.
Mhm.
So tell me about yours.
It's pretty straightforward. I think I copied other local wineries when I created it. We do 2 bottles quarterly, and we have quarterly pickups where we have food and music and try to entertain our loyal customers. And
That's great. That's actually less commitment than some of the
Yes.
wineries I've seen. So that's kind of nice because then that enables people to belong to more than just you, and they can belong to somebody else that's like a case or whatever. But since it's like 6 bottles, it's great.
It's 8 total.
It's 8 bottles.
Yeah,
Okay,
two-
because I
two
can't
quarterly.
do math, but anyway.
Not a math major.
I drink and then the math, well, no, I never had the math. I never had the math to start with, so.
On the wine club, we've had, we don't have a big wine club, but we actually have loyal members that have been members since 2016 when we opened the doors. So
Yeah, so it's like a family almost.
I hear that a lot.
Dysfunctional family, maybe.
We won't go into that. At times it can be dysfunctional.
Sorry to the wine club members, I didn't mean it. I said it, not him, so. So what are the tasting room hours if somebody that's never heard of you before wants to come in and taste some wines, they get really excited about this podcast, and they want to plan a trip? What days are you open? What are your hours?
We do Thursdays from 3 to 7. It's actually open right now. And Friday from 4 to 9. And Saturday and Sunday from noon to 6. And then additional times if we have a private event
Great. All right.
or karaoke till 1.
That was my idea.
No, so let's talk about that. Let's go down the
It
table.
just happened by accident.
And
A few times.
because
By accident.
because I was in 4 choirs in high school
Oh,
and 2 church choirs, 4 total. Oh, we have a customer right now.
all right.
All right,
That
nice.
is interesting.
Well, welcome.
Hi, no, come on in.
Is it your
Welcome.
first time here?
No, it's not. I was just coming to pick up a case of wine.
Oh, there you
So wine
go.
club member.
Okay, there you go. One
We
of
were
the
just
family.
talking about.
So, tell me about the karaoke that's going to be happening.
Oh, it was all by accident.
Okay.
Wherever the customers had the karaoke machine, and we're just like, hey, let's bust it out and start,
right.
start singing.
Luigi Dave, he brought us over.
Okay, so what is there going to be some upcoming dates that you're going to be doing the karaoke, or
We
is it
don't
just for the after
it's
party?
just like spontaneous
Got
after
it.
party.
Yeah, like tomorrow night we have music from 7 to 9, David Perry Molina.
Nice.
And then afterwards, the karaoke machine will be here, and somebody will probably quickly pick it up shortly after 9 o'clock.
I'm like, excuse me, guys, I'm gonna
We'll
perform.
start singing.
So what's your go-to karaoke song?
Tracy Chapman.
Ah.
Give me one reason.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's a good one. All right.
Or Alanis Morissette.
All right. What, like,
All those
which
happy
one of
songs.
Elena's?
That's happy
All those
song.
positive songs. A lot of 90s alternative.
Not You Ought to Know, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Some pent-up anger over here. Just kidding.
Yeah.
No,
What's that radio hit song? Creep?
yeah.
Oh, Creep.
It's another,
Okay.
another
Radiohead,
favorite.
I got that one.
Yeah.
I think we did that one.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
you?
I'm
That's
pretty
funny.
rusty. I need to practice. Like, so yeah, I was in 4 choirs in high school, and 2 of them were church choirs. But so I had a lot of singing experience. I was always singing, and then I sang at a Reds game once,
Okay.
Cincinnati Reds game. I was in an
Nice.
ensemble, not by myself. God, I think I would have
Whoa.
passed out from being nervous all by myself. But
Well,
thank
now
God.
you're gonna be on stage
Oh,
here.
okay. We can do that.
Yeah.
That'll be arranged. But tell me more about your artwork and the role you play as far as at the winery.
How it started? Or?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I
All
mean,
of that.
my friend and I came over, I just saw a couple of art pieces on his wall, and I'm like, oh, you have a lot of art. And I was just doing small talk. I'm like, you got those. I'm like, I don't know if you like rotate artists. I'm like, you got some wall space. I'm like, and he's like, yeah, I was thinking about like maybe rotating some artists and using, starting up a little gallery. And so I'm like, well, you're in luck. So I showed him, my portfolio. But I actually showed him and his customers, the body painting, because I do body painting on humans.
Okay. That's
Just
cool.
to
It got our
get
attention.
their attention. And then I showed them my canvas portfolio, and that's how it all started. I just, we started hanging up some stuff, and I'm bringing in some new artists.
Okay.
So we can just, keep bringing in new customers as well.
Very
when
nice.
We're doing that, and so then we also, I don't even know how we started with the whole art label.
I don't know. I'm sure it was my idea.
Yeah, I think he was just like, I really love the Black Inertia one. Let's just.
I think we brought that in last, I'd say October probably. So it's pretty quick.
So now you're
Yeah.
doing the artwork on the wine labels.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, she has
I have
probably like
4, 5, 6 now.
6 of them, I think.
I lost count.
All right. And what inspires you to do your paintings?
I don't know. I don't know about inspiring. It's just it's just innate in me just to paint. I don't know. It's not.
Okay.
It's something that I do. I don't know. It's not. That's an interesting question because it's not the inspiring part. It's just more of like it's the need to do it.
Oh yeah. Just like
It's-
people have the need to perform.
Yeah.
Some people don't even love performing, but they feel the need and they feel
Yeah.
that like helps them live.
Don't get me wrong, I have no patience
Yeah.
at all. So like when I'm in the middle of a painting and it's going south,
Yeah.
or I'm not liking it, like I did that new label, it's called La Medievalia, that one right there, and that's the second painting I did. I totally whited it out. I'm like, I hate this.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And so that came about. But
That's
it adds texture.
that's a trait,
chaos,
I think.
Chaos.
I think that part of because I'm an artist too, I think
Yeah.
one of our traits is to be like super
Perf-
hard on ourselves,
perfectionist.
and you're perfectionist.
Yes.
And those are
Yeah.
the 2 things
So
that
you
I'm
understand.
later in my life I'm trying to conquer those things. Like, okay,
Yeah.
stop trying to be so perfect. You're gonna stumble over your words. This podcast is certainly not perfect. Things are gonna happen.
Right.
You just kind of roll with it. So what are some upcoming events that you have?
Ooh.
Good time.
This big, huge event that we're
There's
doing.
some exciting stuff coming.
Yeah, I'm excited
I
about
mentioned
it.
the music tomorrow night.
Yeah.
David Perry Molina. That's July 9th. I'm not sure when this podcast will be out. It might be
Probably
after
I
Monday.
that.
know.
So,
Yeah,
so
so-
probably anything after Monday would be good. to mention.
Saturday, July 17th.
July
we have-
17th.
We have Bo Jeffers will be here. He does a lot of old country.
Okay.
And then we have the
Does-
pour and paint
Oh,
on
yeah.
the 24th.
On the
of
24th of
July.
July.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we have Taming of the Shrew
Oh,
by the troupe Shakespeare in the Vine on the 30th of July.
Okay. So
And
tell me about that. What is that about? I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
I know
just-
it's a show, but tell me about the players in it.
It's a group of, this will be the 3rd time they've been to Vannatta Wine. It's been a couple of years since the last one.
Uh-huh.
They're all school teachers, I believe. So during summer vacation, they have this, it's like being an artist, like we were talking about. They have this urge to go out and be dramatic and be in fights
Right.
and stuff. So they put on a Shakespeare play. It's always a comedy. And this, like I said, this will be the third time, so it's fun.
Very cool.
They dress in full costumes, even though
Nice.
it's 100 and whatever degrees, and
Man,
so it'll be fun. We
Hey.
usually get a pretty good.
that's passion.
We get a pretty good turnout.
That's the other thing is I'll say passion is everything. Like you do it and you just don't even care. It's
Yeah.
cool,
I think probably our biggest event will be on September 18th. It's called Sarah and Bianco.
It's Sarah and Bianco.
It's
Sarah and Bianco.
Oh, I love it.
it means evening in white.
Yeah.
So it's
evening
like
in
one of
white.
the Les Dîners in Blanco that they do with where everybody dresses in white, white tablecloths,
nice.
everything's,
They bring their-
everything's
Kind
white.
of like the white picnics that
Yeah,
happen.
so you just bring your own
Similar.
Very
food
cool.
and we're providing like the entertainment.
Okay.
And, so
And the beverages.
probably and the beverages.
Beverages, entertainment. We have a couple.
Are we doing desserts?
We need to talk.
Oh.
We're still working out the menu.
So the details are being worked out for that, but follow them on social media and be updated at the latest
Yeah.
events and what they've got going on. So if you want to follow them on social media, they're on Instagram at Vannatta Wine, 2 N's, 2 T's. I'll spell it out below. And on Facebook, Vannetta Winery. So there you go. And online, vannattawinery.com. And again, they're located at 8718 Grant Line Road. So there are a couple of ways to get here, a couple of ways to skin the cat on that. I got here via Sheldon Road off of 99, so
Yeah. Same here.
That's probably the most direct way.
most direct way.
Yeah.
And if you stop on Sheldon Road, stop by the Sheldon Wine Shop. Good friend of mine, Lori, she'll hook you up. But then come on out to Vannetta Winery and check out some art. Check out a karaoke machine after hours. Taste through the wines, the award-winning wines, we can say. So that's great. But yeah,
I'd say Lori at the Sheldon Wine Shop carries a couple of our wines.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so Lori carries some of the wines, so that's great, and she's got a lot of events going on too. So
She does.
pay her a visit. All right. So if you liked this video, please remember to click like below and share it with your friends. Share it via social media. And once again, the social media for Vannatta Wine is Instagram at Vannatta Wine, Facebook Vannatta Winery, and then online at vannattawinery.com. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for your time today, guys. I really enjoyed interviewing you.
Appreciate you coming
All right.
out. Thank you.
Even though there was an earthquake during
Oh yeah, there was
break.
an earthquake. That was crazy.
That was
It's
crazy.
a sign of something.
A sign of greatness.
I thought it was the wine. I'm like, whoa.
All right. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.